People often like to make the claim that not all cops are bad. That, like, well, some cops are bad. The average cop you'll come across is a pretty nice and understanding person. And that, not all cops are bad. Most of the time, they're nice people. And a lot of times this is in response to the ACAB, the people who say ACAB, which is all cops are bastards. And you'll often get that response for people like me who believe in the ACAB rule that all cops are bastards. And again, as I said, you'll often get people who say who respond with that, like, not all cops are bad, some are bad, but the average cop you'll meet they're a nice person. And basically, when it comes down to it, the reason why we say all cops are bad is because the cop you might be dealing with when when you pull over, the average cop might be a nice person. They might be a good person. But in the end, they're still a willing and active part of an oppressive system. I remember I saw a guy a while back on Twitter. He said it pretty well. Like, I don't make the law. I just enthusiastically enforce the violence they require. I'm not sure who said that, but that kind of explained it. Our response to that pretty well. And then I think the best way to explain it was said by Mr. James Baldwin. I think he said it best. Take a listen.
A cop is a cop.
Well, cops are white.
And and he may be a very nice man. I haven't got the time to figure that out. All I know is he's got a uniform and a gun. And I have to relate to him that way. That's the only way to relate to him at all. Because one of us may have to die.
One of us, in New York.
So basically, when it comes down to it, the reason why people say all cops are bad, and the reason why the whole, like, oh, not all cops are bad, like, just some of them are bad, the reason why that doesn't work is because cops are a force. They might have they might be individual people as far as the average officer goes, but in the end, they are a single entity. And they are responsible for much of the violence we see in this country. And the cop that's pulling you over and giving you a speeding ticket, they might be nice, but they're a willing part of that system. And for that, we call them a bastard.